Hey, Soul Survivors, we are live, and I am here with Kaboom's mother. We have Mallory here with us tonight. And the secret of, no, the secret of a good life can be told within this 50-year-old aloe vera plant. So feel free to interact. I'll be checking in with you guys. Won't be able to read comments, but I will check in and then I can reply. So we have this 50-year-old aloe vera plant. We got this. I am a burn victim, and we got this when I was just 5 years old, and they've grown like crazy. And I don't think they can see it.
Oh, I didn't even know that was the story of these aloe vera plants. I just learned that you just got them from your mom.
So as you can see, this one is like super crowded, kind of like in our lives where we just get overwhelmed and crushed. And sometimes removing yourself from the toxic.
Get stuck. Sometimes you just get stuck and you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. You're too afraid to take that next step. So you just stay in the pot because that's all you know. That's all you've ever known. And then you end up like this hot mess.
And we are going to try to stand over here, see if that works.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys can see us here. This might be better.
Yeah, and then we can see them.
All right, we're trying, guys. We are trying to be more camera ready for you, because it is kind of far. Like I said, we'll be checking in. You can see those are 50 years old. And just like Mallory was saying, sometimes you don't know where to go. And if you don't make a move, you're just going to kind of get stuck or not flourish or even. So we are going to repot these plants. I see you guys joining. Like I said, I'll be commenting back and forth as we work. So Mallory, what experience do you have with repotting plants?
Well, I am a proud grandmother of probably 50 plant offspring. So I have potted a lot of plants. I have the fan aloe vera plants that they just grow out in like a fan shape. But I am not familiar with this kind of type of aloe, so we shall see.
So we got these from my parents. My father passed away and my mom had moved. So this one has overgrown and definitely needs to be repotted.
Mm-hmm.
When we got it, it was like this crazy like purple, gray, green color. And Phil, hello, sister. How are you? Good to have you here. And I see other people joining in too. So how's everybody's day going? All of you. Olive juice, all of you. We used to, yeah. I learned that from Sarah Waldorf in first grade, where you mouth olive juice. Some people think you say olive. I love you. So, all right, Mallory. So let's get going.
This is a heavy plant. We need some
Manpower.
Careful. So pokey here. Where's the light?
Oh, well.
Timber.
So we're gonna have the softest skin because we'll be able to use some of this.
There was like a hole or something. Like, I wish you could take this off. I think you can take this off. Oh my gosh.
So it is crushed in there. It is totally crushed. Look. Here. But as you can see, look at it a little closer. Ew, this is gonna be gross. Here we go. It's all oozy. I don't know. But yeah, when I was a burn victim, this is what we would use. We also had vitamin E capsules that we would break open, but I'm allergic to vitamin E.
So good.
And good to have you. Thank you for liking the live. But look at how thick
Look at
this plant is, and they do rejuvenate.
Look at this. There's hardly any soil left in here. It's all root. So hard.
So here you can see. Check that out. Look at that. It is solid root.
Mm-hmm. All right. There's hardly any.
I thought we'd do something a little different for you guys. As just another school day today. What'd you guys end up doing? And I still have that. It says too low FPS. So sometime I'm going to have a friend, huh? Yeah, frames per second. But I don't know how to adjust it.
No,
and that would help. But
good Lord. No, this wasn't. It's someone had stuck fake flowers in it. That's that plastic thing.
Oh.
What is that? Is it water? But no, it's.
So at my parents' house, they had this beautiful glass enclosure room, a solarium is what they called it. And there was we took out the palm tree. Unfortunately, the palm tree didn't make it, but we saved the pot for that. There is a part, did you figure out if that was palm tree or what that was?
It's part of the aloe vera. This kind of plant. It seems to kind
Try to
of.
look at that while you go.
So this type of aloe vera, the bigger the plant it gets, it looks like the bottom is dried out and dead, but really that's just how it grows. I don't know how any other way to explain it that way, but it almost looks like a palm tree. So
Okay.
first we had
You throw it out?
we had a palm tree. So this is what the base of a lot of the plants look like. But because we have so many, they're
Yeah.
here and here and here, see? So it kind of looks almost like how a palm tree, like a palm bush, grows. So it almost looks dead, but it isn't dead. It's alive.
So like I said, we still have the topics open. We can discuss whatever you guys would like to go and talk about. You are welcome. So Mallory's done a couple videos with me, a couple shorts, and then also we had Kaboom Girl over on July 4th. We also talked about miscarriages. We talked about toxic relationships. So Mallory knows her stuff. She also knows about like ADHD, and she works with what, autistic children? Autistic children at our local school. I am also a school teacher. I teach English as a second language, but this is our project. We just got done. If you see dishes, it's because we just got done making Marry Me chicken.
Yes, and we're still not married.
I know. No.
But this is another example of having ADHD. You have multiple hobbies and skills that you learned along the way.
So you can see her ADHD is more severe because I'm able to sit and watch.
And I have just been waiting for like an hour just to get my hands in on this.
Now, do you find this soothing for you to do when you kind of mess around?
Yeah.
Try more. Here. So they can.
How would you like this?
I stand here. So bossy. Do it. Stand here.
Stand here. Stand here. I'm trying. Maybe.
Now, do you know, like when we replant these, would this grow into anything, or you need the root?
No, you need the root.
Okay. So
That's the one thing about aloe vera.
You got 3 of these. Ron has 3 aloe vera
Oh.
plants. Do you use the aloe vera? This is really good. I bought a lake house, so this is going to be good in the
But
summer.
they're also a very good air filter plant. Too,
Oh,
I've heard.
could be. What do you guys know about aloe vera? I hate throwing this out. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on my feet. That's like so prickly. I'll show it up close. Do you remember?
Mine isn't so prickly. The one that I have at my house.
Look how prickly it is. So you use it.
I remember we got a big, giant aloe vera leaf from the store because my son is obsessed with these things. He just likes to play with it like it's a sensory toy.
Oh.
When he was younger, he loved it. And comes with. And we came to an idea that, hey, how about they love aloe water? I don't know if you guys have had aloe water. It's delicious.
To drink?
Delicious. Yes. So it's
double check validity on that.
It's you can get it at Walmart or Meijer. It's very sweet. It's more like a juice, and it has like these little pulps, like bits of aloe in it.
I've never
Almost
heard
like
of that.
how like if you drink
Orange juice?
No. Like if you had juice, like a peach punch or something like that,
Okay.
and they have little bits of grapefruit in it. You know how the pulps of the grapefruit are like?
Okay, little
those little
squishies.
juicy little pieces. Oh my god. So it's a nice little drink and a little treat all at the same time.
There are different kinds. You drink it also. So do you get yours at Walmart?
Yeah, I get them at Myers or Walmart. But so since my kids loved it so much, we're like, let's put it in our smoothies because my kids love smoothies. We did that and it just tastes like dirt. So I don't know what we did wrong or what, but it was nasty.
But this is solid roots. So sometimes when we put down roots, we're dealing with toxic relationships, and it almost seems like too difficult to leave. But just as an example, looking at this, sometimes staying in our home base isn't always healthy for us. So unless things change, like if there's a way to change the environment, maybe take out some of the toxins, some things that are draining to the life force. But if it's going to keep being toxic, these type of relationships actually cause brain damage, and that's why it's so important to really understand, do we stay, do we go, how do we make things better? I was a little upset. I was watching this one video, and I give guys credit. Sometimes guys don't get the credit that they need, because this one father was a little irritated with the wife, whether they're married or not, I don't know, we'll just call her the wife. And she's feeding the child, and she's talking baby talk. You want your waffy, 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 and trying to give her a waffle. And so he was like, stop that. I've asked you to stop doing that. And it irritated him. So in this video, they were saying, how negative he is, and they were just having fun. And in my mind, in the guy's defense, I think he probably said something like, let's not talk baby talk to our children. Not that there's anything wrong with doing that, but if you have higher expectations, they grow better. So he might have had some boundaries that she's overstepping. So everybody was taking the woman's side. And sometimes it gets tricky in relationships like that. Like, who's the Debbie Downer and who's the one who's not respecting boundaries? Is he being heard? So he wasn't being respected in his wishes. So that's part of it too, though. I see a lot of people attacking the guys when sometimes it's not necessarily the guy that is at fault. So it's kind of like thick juice with aloe pulp. So yeah, that's what you're saying, aloe pulp. Oh, doesn't sound good, but did you think it was sweet? What made you decide to buy that, Mallory?
So when I worked in the doctor's office, we had a student that was working with us, and she had brought it in for everyone to drink to try it.
Here you go.
And we're gonna try it in families one, so we did, and it was really good.
I don't know if I necessarily would. It's okay to pass on things sometimes, but you said it's kind of like thick juice, aloe pulp. And I see you guys joining, sending that love. Hello, Nick and Michael. Got a lot of people joining. And feel free to open the topics up to whatever you guys would like to talk about. But I just thought, looking at that plant and how it's near death because of the suffocation and the lack of nutrients. Ron says you can buy it now at Asian markets and
it was at first. That's the only place you could buy it, as at the Asian markets, but now it's a little bit more universal. But I think also shows you like how it when we first pulled it out of the pot, it seemed like it was a very difficult thing, like impossible, because it's like all of these roots are all intertwined. Yes, it's gonna take the first step into starting a new life and working on healing. Yes. It's gonna be difficult. That is really, really hard. But once you get that first step in,
that's true. Sometimes,
and you take it piece by piece.
Look at that.
It's possible,
That is so exciting.
So yeah, there's one. So we got another one I'm coming with, and the bigger plants might be a little bit harder to get out.
So I'd like to know some of the things that have held you guys back. I know a lot of times narcissists don't like to see you thrive. As soon as you start doing really well, either the Hoover is going to happen or they're going to try to reconnect with you. And also sometimes too, they just want to knock you down. So if you guys have been through that, we got dirt flying around. Aloe is pretty hardy. It's a succulent. Yeah, we got some more succulents. Oh, do I have to bring those succulents from outside in?
I don't think they were ever brought in though.
I know.
I think they're really hardy. Because I have a lot of friends who have those succulents that live outside. And they just go crazy. So our friend that has the aloe plants, would you say this root is good enough?
All right, I'm gonna log in on my other phone. Dang it.
What
Facebook is not working. Mommy, you can't hear me? I don't know what happened. All right, well, we'll do Facebook on my other phone.
Okay.
And now that I said the word FG, then they're probably gonna change. Do you know where the pink phone is?
It's on this. Is right over here.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna re-log in on a different. Do I? Yeah, Facebook. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's like almost. I don't know why that doesn't work. It says the current frame rate is too low. Please set the frame rate to 15 to 60. Might be a lower quality stream. You have 2 new baby shoots forming in my largest plant. I need to repot it. I repotted 2 small ones. ALOE says, Run says.
Is that root good enough? Because the ones that I have, they just
hold
like,
it up here.
They're not they're not all intertwined. They're all individual.
Does that look like? Oh, that.
Yeah,
it'll be all right. All right, 5 comments.
Because another thing that I've learned with plants is that it's okay to cut the bottom of the roots. Like some people think they need to keep all the roots, but sometimes you need to go in and cut them shorter.
Huh.
The shorter the root, the better. So sometimes you just got to cut people out of your life. Just cut it off.
Yeah, sometimes cutting it out is better. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We are growing like crazy. What kind of plants are they? These are 50-year-old aloe vera plants. I'm a burn victim, and these are purchased to kind of help me heal. I was also using
just woken a giant spider.
Oh, we have a big spider.
Okay, can't do it anymore.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, I call those biter spiders.
Oh, biter spiders? Yeah. I don't do spiders. No!
That's not a spider. Oh, it is.
It is.
Looks like a jumping spider.
Dear Lord. It was like, it was flying around on its little web thingy, whatever. Beat me out. Ooh, there's one. Here's another one, guys. Lost this little piece of it. So far now we're down to 2.
Right. I saved the day.
Ooh, these, thank you.
So like I said, I got these from my parents. My father passed away and all that.
Oh, here's the little baby. Aww.
That's cute. And I don't know what the babies look like. She's just teaching me. What was I going to say?
It's amazing how it's still able to grow and survive.
What was I going to say about but it was really cool having them for 50 years. And now that my dad's passed on and my mom's moved.
It's the perfect time to have a manicure.
Yes.
Just got done. Now I'm digging a plant.
Now that we can have another girl day. Yeah, the roots can be super long on aloe. If they just really divide to make more plants. Yes, I've noticed you hardly have to water them. They're closer to a cactus every 2 weeks. That's good to know. I brought them in from the outside, and it gets cold now. We're near the frost warnings, and they kind of turn like gel. They look like almost like gel underneath. So I don't think it was too healthy for them. So I brought them inside. They just divide to make more plants.
Yeah, the babies are grown by the roots. They sprout out some shoots. So it doesn't grow like some of my other plants. They have like a little shoot that sprouts out with the flowers, and they'll grow the plants. These ones, it's just the roots pop up.
Yeah, I don't think these are flowering ones. Is there aloe vera that flowers?
No.
Hi, Mimi. We are taking care of this 50-year-old aloe vera plant and repotting it. Trying to log in, trying to see how much battery life I have on this phone. Problem after problem. I really want my mom to see this. because she's the one who gave us this. But we were talking about toxic relationships. Sometimes removing yourself from that toxic environment. I know a lot of people are afraid, like, this is my home. And, that aloe vera plant, if it could talk, saying, this is my home, this is what I'm used to, this is my comfort, it's not gonna flourish, we'll put it that way. Ron says, yeah, mine grow all year inside, so the roots are huge. Interesting. Do they need a lot of sun? Why is your hand swollen, Mimi? And I need to plug this into a... Why is your hand swollen, Mimi? Did you go to school today? I don't have... I'm just plugging something in.
I'm surprised how able to.
Definitely not professional. It's all right. All right.
Well, we gotta break up 50 years of trauma.
50 years of... Well, that's it too, though, is like, over time, things that seemed good might not be the best for you. Yeah, you went to school. Good. You got bit. Bit by what? You got bit. Ron says, yes, they need decent light, not too close to the window. The window can amplify the sun. So in summer, I move the location they are in. Yes, this one has a burn mark through it. It has like actual hole. Mallory was asking me to see if I had any earrings to decorate it with. And the battery is so low on this one. Mom, join on YouTube.
She on YouTube? Hi, Mom.
No, I'm on 0%. Need to charge more. Oh, I really wanted her to see this. We got taco, and I'll message her. So do I have any green thumbs here? Mimi says, mosquito, it was buzzing in my ear last night. Oh my goodness. Am I down or not? I'm not down for that. Hey, Big Dave, how's it going? Mallory, you.
Another one.
All right, let's message Mommy. Look at you. What does it say, Mr. Goodbar? Hey, oh, did I hear about Mr. Goodbar? There's a Mr. Goodbar out there. And all right, Mommy. Mommy's here.
Mom.
Okay, there we go. We'll try and get Mommy back in here. Hand hurts so bad.
Ooh, another one.
Oh, I'm right in your way. So how many, what are those called? They're not seedlings. What are they called? Sprouts? Sprouts. So in the summer, I had them out on the patio. Is that okay for them to be on the patio? Try to show them. You have a beautiful back, Mallory. Try to work from the side. Is that a, oh my gosh.
I know, this is probably one of the originals.
That one's pretty. So are there many plants in there? So it's not just one big plant?
No, because each sprout is like a new baby and stuff.
She's the hot one. I was hot one. I was talking about that one night. What are you talking about? About Mallory? What? Talking about my hot friend? I don't know. Who's the hot one? Uh-oh. You flirting with my friend? You have to get protective. I don't know what he's talking about.
We have someone on the sidelines that's ready to fight.
And that's why I can't bring my pretty friends on. We'll have late night chat with me and my ugly friends.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, that one's kind of like string.
She is beautiful, though.
This one's a string bean.
Gustavo. And hola, mi amor. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Gracias. Unless, I know that's Spanish. Can it also be Italian? Maybe not.
What is it?
Mi amor. Hello, my love.
That's not Spanish.
Yes, it is.
Mi amor? No, that's
Hola.
French.
No, mon ami is French.
Mi amor, my love.
Mon chéri, amor.
Mi amor, my love. No, that's French.
No. Spelled different. AMOUR. This is AMOR.
Oh.
See, that's the thing.
This one looks
LOL,
like-
mi amor is my love. LOL, yes.
Okay. So there's
Wow,
this
absolutely
bag.
beautiful from Florida. Wow, I look so rough today. You guys are sweet.
So this has like
Unless we're talking about Mallory.
this has eggs on it.
Oh, wait.
But-
Spider eggs?
I don't know, but I am just gonna throw this out
Outside.
because-
Outside. Maybe we have a helper somewhere. Just put it on the porch.
just so that it doesn't
Yeah, not.
contaminate the other ones.
So you are sweet. Rich, Alexander, what part of Florida are you in? You can use me to make your boyfriend jealous. Which one of us? There's two of us. All right. So thank you. We made Marry Me chicken today. So the recipe on that one, it had, what was it? Heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, garlic. I finally bought garlic for the first time in my life.
What?
Ron says, yeah, remember you all wished me happy birthday in June? I do remember that. I do. It was a good birthday, wasn't it? And that's the other thing too, guys. If it's your birthday, Mimi's birthday's coming up on the 27th. I like to do little celebrations for you
I
guys.
think it was
Or you can just
Mixed-
use me
like
until
a-
you
it
find
wasn't
someone.
like
Such a trooper,
Max.
taking one for
What
the
do you call-
team.
not Max, but,
Y en
Max.
donde vives mi
First
amor?
one. Careful.
And where do I live? In Michigan. Vivo in Michigan. I am in Michigan. ¿Y tú? It's so crazy how you remember. See, you're special to me. That's why I remember. October 27th. Have a wonderful night, beautiful. Thank you so much, Rich, and thank you for taking one for the team. Yo vivo aquí en Florida y tú vives en Michigan. Yes, I live in Michigan, and you also live in Florida. ¿Qué ciudad? What city?
I don't know if these are going to do anything to the attached to roots that are not.
Look how bad this is. Look, I got to definitely clean.
Woo!
It's all fuzzy. All right, let me wipe this off real quick. ¿Qué ciudad? And it has like a certain smell to the whatchamacallit. So once again, we are dealing with a 50-year-old aloe vera plant. My goodness, Mimi, do you ever go to school? Mimi has short days on, why is this so bad? On Thursdays and Fridays. You're telling her mother, okay? You're telling her mother what? Why? Are they thinking I'm your mother, Mallory? Is that what it is?
My mother?
Why does this look terrible? Look how bad that is.
Did you clean the screen?
Yeah.
Wipe over it?
Yeah.
That's not going to do it. That's not going to do anything.
It's got. Am I doing it the wrong? Is this?
You need a fabric.
Okay.
It's not going in the bag. The bag is too heavy, so now we're just going to
Look at how much better that is.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I like that.
Full coverage makeup.
I like that.
All right. Go lag. I honestly love my school sometimes. Good. See, I told you it would get better. Some comments. Oh, Mimi, is this you again? Who's getting the filters? Who's getting the comments filtered out?
What? That's a thing?
And look, this is so frustrating. Look, it takes me like 15 minutes to get this phone set up. Mimi, was it you? Uh-oh. Mimi gets in trouble a lot. Look, it won't.
My kind of girl.
It's still loading. Stars enabled. Starting the live broadcast. Okay, so we are in business.
Bugs are going to jump on bugs.
Why does this always happen? What, your comments getting filtered out? I don't know what you're saying, so I don't know. I do not know. You can't even say anything bad. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to say anything bad. That's why you keep getting filtered
Why
out.
say anything bad?
Can you reword it? Are you using vulgarity? Are you using political stuff? Or see, I gotta be careful too. I don't want to get can't even tell you what not to say. But there we go. We're loading things up. Mimi says, no, I'm saying I didn't say anything bad. Lordy. Okay. I know you're not. I hope. All right. We're going to go live. I want my mom to see this because it's from her. So, Melly, have you ever had any like toxic work environments or something that you changed?
Oh.
And we never talk about current places.
No, never. When I was in the medical field, I had this one office that was very toxic.
What was toxic about it?
The whole thing is very micromanaged. A lot of people struggled because it was us growing up on the east side. We're exposed to a lot of religions, cultures.
Oh, the big old melting
ethnicity,
pot.
Yeah. And so we kind of understand where some people and their ethnicity and religion stand. And we kind of understand what they mean. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's quite a few Americans over on this side of our state that aren't really exposed to a lot of immigrants.
Yeah.
And
now we're
Asian culture, where there's a big population of Asian culture over here.
You got your Burmese and
they struggle with them
Japanese
because they're so blunt and they take it so personally.
See, I more well Asian like Pakistan and
No, more like Korean, Chinese, Indian.
Okay, Indian is what I was thinking. Okay, so you had a toxic work environment.
I would have panic attacks like every night and stuff. Like I loved the patients, but I loved my coworkers, but the doctor and his significant other made it very difficult. Like they loved to make fun of the white people.
Oh, okay. So that
because the white Americans, we were stupid. We have they grew up in poor, third world countries,
right?
And they were able to come to be where they are because, But we were born with a silver spoon in our mouth, and we still struggle. So there's a lot of things where you would write your reports, and
run that sounds good.
You would turn it in, and the wife would have to review your reports to see if it was reported well. And she would get mad because you were writing too big of words. You had to use the medical abbreviation. Okay. And it was almost like going to school where she was a teacher. She would grade your report. You would spend all this time writing your reports. You'd probably have 10 or 15 reports at least that day. And she would turn them in at the end of the day, and they would be all written in red. There are all these marks on it and stuff like that to change it.
See, I've worked in the medical field too, and I've never had that. So
you had to change it because they wanted it done that day, and they would wait till they would get your report, and they would just write over it, and they'd be like, "Here, you got to redo this report all over again." So then you would listen to them and do the abbreviations, but then the next day you would get written and read all over that you were using abbreviations. You need to use the whole word. Oh, so it wasn't consistent, and they were just trying to, they just wanted to see you squirm.
Look at that.
But surprise, they had a lot of turnovers.
See here, you can really see 50-year-old aloe vera plant.
But I did learn a lesson from working there that,
Run says, well, a lot of cultures, they are taught Americans are stupid. And he also, Run also mentioned about the Russian. So they get over here, they watch The Simpsons in some countries, and they know it's an American cartoon. So they used to think that that's what Americans act like. Yeah, sometimes you have preconceived notions, and that can be toxic in relationships. You like that? So yeah, this is got some healing properties. And so Mallory, when you had like a panic attack, can you explain what that felt like? Ron says so they use that. Yeah.
Like it just.
Hi, Turtle. Is it in your
my
chest?
heart was racing. Like, yeah, my chest would feel all tight and stuff. And I would just be like crying and hyperventilating at night.
How would you?
I could not sleep because I was like, man, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Mimi says I got bit by a baby mosquito. Finally found out what it really was. Yeah, Turtle. That's why we had this 50-year-old plant. I'm a burn victim, and I don't know if you can see. I got some scars up here. This is burn scar. It doesn't really show up, but all up and down here and on my arm and my face and everything. So we were repotting it, and on my YT channel, we were talking about how the secret to a brighter future is in this 50-year-old aloe vera plant. Sometimes removing yourself from toxic situations can make all the difference. And it can be scary though, because you're kind of confined. Also, you're isolated if you're in a narcissistic relationship. A lot of times they try to isolate you. So you don't even always know what your options are. You feel helpless. Why is the plant so old? Because I'm so old.
I think all my plants are like 50-year-old plants.
These are pretty hardy, and I don't know. Like I said, my dad had that solarium. Also, was hydroponics where you like had the water just kind of filtrate into it. Ron says I worked in a tech city. Microsoft was down the street in Microsoft housing apartments. Many people from India and other cultures and countries. Yeah. And, if we can learn from each other and love each other, that's so much better. Hey, James. James, can you let me know how the audio is? We had to relog in. This is our 50-year-old aloe vera plant. Look at that. Wow. That we are repotting. Bellevue. Oh, there's a Bellevue, Michigan, right?
Yeah. Look, we're almost done.
Look at that. Looks a lot lighter.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You got all these little baby ones.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
50 is crazy. 50 years old is a long time.
8, 9.
That'd be kind of cool. It could be 100 years old for my grandkids.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I want. Do we want to keep this one?
Yes.
It's a little.
No. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We want it.
We want it.
We want it. Oh.
It's all like yellow.
It's okay. We're gonna save it. Look at this. It's like a unicorn horn. And here we go. This one's juicy. Oh, it kind of creeps me out. But watch, we'll just see how nature is. This is what like makes me believe in God. All these kind of things. Peace from Florida. What part of Florida do you ever use aloe vera on your burns? You ever get sunburn? I don't know. This one, maybe it's not as juicy as the other one. Different cultures can be really eye-opening. And there's a lot of cool things we can learn from each other, though. You're right. So, Scotty, good to have you here. What kind of dirt? You use cactic mix. We got potting soil. Is that bad?
You want to use some ones that's for their aloe vera, but my aloe veras did pretty good in potting soil.
Now, this one's coming out yellow. So, Mallory, you were right. It's but this one looks nice and pure. See how life changes things. Got people commenting. I love you, miss talking to you 10 times a day. Who is this? Christy. Oh, this is Kathy. Aw. Oops, I just deleted it.
How did you delete?
How did I delete that? Why are you commenting there? That's what's really nice about Facebook. I haven't talked to this lady in like a year. Oh, where'd you go, Kathy? Dang it. Oh, now I can't reply to her.
Oh, no.
Oh, she was so sweet. She just said you have so many cuts. What do you have cuts from? What kind of dirt? Kathy, where'd you go?
Probably from all these aloe plants cutting me up.
I just deleted it. Because this is the thing. There's so many scammers out here. Kathy, where'd you go? I didn't think this was really her. She started. LOL, that's not fun. Over water. They grow in potting soils. I use the cactus mist so I don't overfeed. It can drain off better. Okay. Kathy, where'd you go? Okay, there we go. Let's see. She says something nice. Yes, Kathy, this is my new house. Oh, she's talking about her husband keeping company with the angels and says, I'm accomplished and all brand new. I did, Kathy. So Kathy is being a big support for me, saying that I did what I always knew I could and more. She's still feeling her future's dull and sick. Oh, Kathy, you need to come up here.
Hey, guess what?
We're all done.
We're all done.
Oh, and that's the thing. Yeah, as people get older, you start losing a lot of your friends. So she's kind of going through that. And so I know I miss you too.
This one is just something that.
So let me just tell her. So James, what's new with you?
Was it miraculous?
And I'm not sure if Kathy, I don't know if you're watching on Facebook Live or not. Oh, so that is wait, is that the only one that has the stem thing?
No, there's a few, but it's that was probably the main plant. So we're done.
All right, so now we got to put these in things. So here you can see, these are prickly. That would make sense why it's part of the cacti. Turtle says, I'm waiting for those plants to reach out and grab you. I know, look at how big this is. This is over 2 feet long, right? Or approximately. No, it's about 3 feet long. Right. What does this smell like to you? Just nature?
It smells, I don't know. Smells like
nature.
feet.
Smells like stinky feet.
It's been stuck in that pot for so long. There's
Some
no
dirt's-
oxygen.
Yeah.
It's just gonna.
Some dirts will allow the soils too damp, and then the mold grows. Oh, and will not rot the base of the plant, and it will die. You're in different climate and temperature in summer than me. That is true. Yes, I did go to school today. And can you see Dixie? Oh, Turtle. Let me see. You want to see Dixie, dude? Pop, pop. Come here. Come on, good pop. Dixie. Yeah, you can see Dixie. Come here, good pop. She's scared. I don't know why she's scared. Come here, Dixie. Come on. Yeah. Come on, good pup. Come here. Sit. Sit. Well, no. Come here. Okay. Yes. Ugh, she's starting to get too heavy. So here's the Dixie
Hey,
dude.
she lost a bunch of weight.
Here's Dixie. She's heavy though. You're heavy. She's rock solid. I need Mallory.
What?
I always say we need to clip her toenails. You want to hear a tap dance? We're getting ready for tap time. Mallory, will you do tap time with me one time? Not tonight. I have shoes that fit you.
I got kicked out of tap because I paid too much attention to the mirrors.
Well, so there's Dixie.
Making promises.
All right, I'm going to talk her into it. And I'll even, the other thing that I want to do is I want to make some different skits. So there's a red flag guy, and he has this red flag, and he does these little skits of toxic relationships, and then he runs by.
Oh, red flag green guy? I love that guy.
Yeah, so I was like, that's a really good
His
idea.
girlfriend's got to propose to him. Snatch him up before someone else does.
But they have, I was looking like maybe some flag core flags. We could do something similar, different, but similar. And then they have these like, it's not like belly dancing, but it's like flag girls. Like, so I'm thinking about buying us.
Legs to run across. Oh, the neighbors are just going to love us.
Yeah, we're going to do it on the
Definitely
dock.
not going to get that house now. They're going to be like, no, that flag running lady.
Well, I told you guys that my neighbors, when I first moved in here, they thought I was like the psycho neighbor. because it started raining and I did a little skit about dancing in the rain. So I all of a sudden just started like running around in the rain and running on my dock and dancing around. And this neighbor across the lake was like, check the new lady out. She's just out there dancing. And the girlfriend's like, nuh-uh. And she's like, oh my gosh. And so it was kind of sweet. She defended me. She was like, well, maybe she's just happy. Maybe she's happy she has a new house. So, but what was for dinner? Today I made Marry Me chicken. So you can see there's probably still dishes in the back, but how was Marry Me chicken?
It was good.
It was good. It was good.
It was
And
good.
I also made, what did I make? I made a salad.
It didn't work, but it was good.
Yeah, we're still single, so. But maybe we have to digest it first. Mimi says, marry me. Okay. Chicken. Are you guys chicken? Is that where it gets it from? Chicken. Thank you, Mimi, for liking the live. It smells like dirt and green. Pretty much. So, yeah, you see my dishes in the background, depending on what platform you're on. Thank you for the love. What else? Oh, and I made little. Thank you, Mom. If you are watching, we ended up making cheesy bread. She gave me some Little Caesars fundraiser stuff. So we made some of that tonight too. What'd you guys have? And then who was it? Ron? Who had the mushroom thing? Huh? Tonight, did we use portobello mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some.
But wait, but I like the ones that you bought. I think you might have bought white ones.
Okay.
Those were really good. Were those at Aldi's?
No, those were at Gordon Food Service.
Oh.
It was a huge tub, but
Fresh?
it was perfect.
Type of fresh?
Fresh, yep. It was like.
Those are good. Oh my God, I think I'll use those now on instead of the portobello. I think they put the portobello to shame.
They were good. They were, yeah.
They were really good, right?
So you made it, Ron. You made a burger and mushroom burger, mushroom cheeseburger.
Ooh, that sounds good. I love
Thank you, Turtle. So Timmy Tim, how's it going? How have things been with you? So yeah, this is the new house. We are taking care of a 50-year-old aloe vera plant. So we're repotting it. And do I like soda? I'm drinking. Oh, I don't know if I can show this. Can I show this?
Just do on the side. We can't see it.
I try not to drink it. I used to drink it a lot, but I try not to drink it now. So what about you? Got to take care of those teeth. I do not like sugar soda. I don't like.
Have you seen her teeth? Her teeth are gorgeous.
I had clear braces for a while, and I would never eat anything that would discolor. Dr. Pepper has your heart. You got a rack of lamb. How do you cook a rack of lamb? They're so big. Do you have a spit? How do you cook a rack of lamb? I don't know. And
oven?
Trying to, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think is it
a smoker would be, yeah.
Voila, our first pot is done. How gorgeous that is. Look how gorgeous it is. And look, this is just one piece of it. One piece that was in that pot.
That looks beautiful. This is my favorite pot too.
So,
good job.
And then I have a bunch of pots because, working with soil is a little dirty.
A little dirty. And then I get to wash my floors.
I don't know what we're going to do with all this aloe vera versus beautiful stuff.
Should I bring in the other pot from outside? I have this this flower pot outside with like a 6-foot weed and geese feathers. We had more swans coming. There was one swan yesterday, and today there was like 7 of them. So let me know if you guys like the cooking shows and then the little different things and the tap time and all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys are looking for. Turtle says, kind of looks like the beginning of a horror movie where the plants take over the world. Pretty much. Yeah, how compact that was. And it just seemed like it would fill a bunch of pots. You mean mop? Yeah. What did I call it? What did I say? Mop the floor.
Do you think this is too crowded?
It's way better than it was. It'll be all right.
We have a lot.
Why
I don't
don't?
want to get this one because if this one's right here, it's gonna start growing. It's a small pot,
Yeah.
so it's gonna grow more in this area. So
Why don't I get the other one? Bring in that other pot. Yeah. Do we need 2 or 1 more? Because I have one under the deck.
one under the deck.
Yeah.
That sounds a little crazy.
Not for me though.
Oh, but or we can drive down.
Oh, I said wash my floors.
Or we can drive
Mop
down
my
to
floors,
Dollar
you're right.
General. They have some pots still. 50% off or what? 90% off? What was it?
I have little
50?
pots.
Just 50?
So yes, mop my floor. But hoping my mom gets to see this because, like I said, these have been in the family for 50 years, and it is just oozing. I can't believe the prickliness, and also how much water is contained in here. That blows my mind because they don't take that much water.
Like camels.
Just like camels. I'm trying to remember. I taught a class on camels, what they can drink. Oh, like 20 gallons of water in just a few minutes.
Or how much water they can store in their hump or something like that.
I
Is there
still
something
need.
too how their body feeds off of it? Like the breakdown of how their body absorbs it?
We will do a quick little, let's see, Gmail. I'll tell you some camel facts. We'll do that. Since we're talking about cacti and aloe vera plants, let's get in here and talk about some facts of camels. Camels are amazing. They're also talking about people from all over. So Turtle is talking about Kaboom Girl. I still need to know how to get Kaboom Girl a magic wand. If you would like, you could either donate towards send like a gift, and I will get that to her if you send it to PayPal. I know TikTok takes like half of what you guys give. And then if as I get bigger, I might get a P.O. box. I don't have a P.O. box right now. But yeah, that's so sweet, Turtle. She would get a kick out of that. And I love her nickname. Kaboom Girl. It definitely use a passkey. What is going on? This phone, or I did an update. Never. This is why I hate doing updates. All right. So here we go. I want to do these facts. We got some cool camel facts. If it would let me sign in. Oh, dang it. It says signed out. Why would I sign out of that? How do you guys feel about show password? What is it? That should work. How do you guys feel about all this two-step verification stuff? That drives me crazy. I don't know. I started back working. Okay, we're in. All right, so let's go to my Google Slides and Kim Facts. You don't even know what's going on. There's no real protection from what? Oh, from the two-step verification. I'll agree with that. But my school, it keeps telling me that I have to keep doing new passwords, and it's getting to the point that I almost don't know.
Every like 6 months and stuff?
No, every time I log in. And then they also have click here if you want to stay logged in for 14 days. But like, yeah, the two-step verification. Thank you, Turtle. Ron says they don't store water in their hump. That's what we were taught as kids. Exactly. It's actually like a fat mixture, and there's water within the fat. So yeah, it's not like sloshing around. All right. All right. So here we see them. We got your dromedaries, and they're related to llamas, alpacas, and vicuñas. I don't.
They kind of look like also, aren't they related to giraffes? Because they look a lot like giraffes too, with the big lashes.
The Giraffidae family.
Is it?
I think so. I got to refresh my memory. They can run up to 40 miles per hour.
Holy shit!
They're
how fast can a cheetah run?
55.
Almost as fast as a cheetah. That's pretty impressive. With those
They have
big
lungs.
knockers, I'm impressed.
So yes, you've been there. Thank you, Mimi. So they can carry more than 500 pounds on their back. They're also up to 7.5 feet tall, taller than me. So that's about all the way up to the ceiling. Most ceilings are around 10 feet. Some of them are kind of furry, hairy. Anybody want to share a camel fact before we go on? Look at I see the teacher at heart. Am I studying animals? Hi, Sandman. We're doing. We're talking about ADHD, right? Like how we end up here.
No.
We had Marry Me Chicken today. Let's repot an aloe vera plant and talk about camels. So we're repotting the aloe vera plant that is 50 years old. We had this when I was a burn victim to kind of help. And then we just started talking about the cacti family, and then there goes my brain thinking about
how they store water in them.
Yeah, and storing the water within the plant. And then we talked about camels storing water when it's actually fat. Camels, llamas are ornery. Yes, they are. If you guys could see my videos, you would see them just biting people. One like picks a guy up and completely throws him. Another chomps on the other guy's butt.
Uh-oh. Ouch.
Yeah. So, they have sleek, soft hair. It says large feet. They don't really look long. Long, straight, thin neck. You get the impression you two aren't alone. What do you mean? What do you mean? With the Marry Me Chicken? We're going to get married? And it's fun to watch them. Oh, biting people. That's what you're talking about. No, I'm watching. There's a Google slide here. So Sandman says, oh, yeah, my grandma had aloe vera plants for burns. Did you ever use them? Turtle says, do they smoke cigarettes? The camels? Are you asking if the camels smoke cigarettes?
Smoking Joe.
Mimi says, I hear my dad fussing. I'm sorry. I got another video. Like, guys, I wish you could take some of my classes. There's this one. Run is saying they spit when irritated. Petting zoo. I went to see it. There's, what is it? It's the spitting llama. Camel spits on Nana or something like that. And they had this grandma, and she's like trying to kiss on the llama. It was a llama, but it just and spits right in her face, and it did it like 4 or 5 times. And she's like, why are you doing this?
That sounds like my day every day.
In
my classroom.
Mimi says, let me take your classes. They're good classes. They're fun.
They are fun.
All right. So
this is a little more crowded.
All right. Let's have you guys guess. What is their lifespan? What do you think? What is the lifespan of a camel? So you guys learn so much. Can you join? Well, right now, Tim is here. And Mimi, I want you to tell me, I'm blocking all the plants. Ugh. With 30 years, we got one guess, 42 years. What is the lifespan of a camel, guys? Come on, give me those answers.
25.
All right, 40 to 50 years.
What?
40 to 50 years old.
As old as this cactus?
Yeah, as old as this cactus.
Aloe plant.
All right. So their birth weight. How much does a camel weigh when it is born? The birth weight will blow your mind. And I don't know if this is true. How is that even possible? Oh, because I'm reading 2 different things. All right. Tell you what, tell me. So Run says 30 pounds. How much does a camel weigh at birth?
150.
Ooh.
How much does a cow weigh? 250?
Or until Marry Me Chicken, LOL. It is 90 to 100 pounds for a baby. 90 to 100 pounds. The adults get up to 1,200 pounds, average 8 to 1,200 pounds. And give me a yes or a no. Are their eyes open at birth? are they born with their eyes open? I like teaching. We got poor Mallory there doing the dirty work, saving my life so we can go swimming. So their eyes are open. They are open at birth. And they reach the age of maturity at 4 years, but they're independent around 2. And wait, the dromedary is extinct? Bacteria, the Bactrian is critical. Wait, the dromedaries and one humps are extinct? Is that true? I don't know if that's true. Is that true?
I don't know. I haven't heard that. So there's plenty of animals that go extinct and they come back and then they.
I know, but they're critical. They are critical. And
Where are your baggies?
oh, like what kind of baggies?
Grocery bags.
Garbage bags or grocery bags?
Grocery bags.
I will get grocery bags.
And then I need a broom.
Okay.
Broom, 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 broom.
There we go. Oh my goodness. You're awesome. I love making dinner for my friends. Ask another question. Okay. Ron says most of the pachyderms horses are born eyes open. They have to survive instantly when born from their predator.
I want to know if they have the same kind of feet. No, because they don't have hooves. They have soft. They're soft. So they don't have it.
So, how many teeth? How many teeth?
6.
You think they have 6 teeth?
No more than 6.
How many teeth?
4.
Humans have 32, and then when you get your wisdom teeth out,
No.
24 to 32. What?
You're talking about camel's teeth?
Yeah, I'm giving them a comparison.
Yeah.
So humans, as long as you haven't had your 2 sets of wisdom molar teeth taken out, you have 32. Turtle says 32. Mimi says 5. How many teeth does a camel have?
No more than 6.
34 teeth.
What?
Yep, they have 34 teeth.
Where do those teeth come from?
And all right, got one more. How many days? Ron says they got split feet, cloven feet. Do not eat the animal in the Bible, I believe. Yeah, they have the cloven feet. You're not supposed to.
What is that?
It's probably I always get trichinosis and trichomoniasis.
But we didn't listen.
No, it's because of I always get trichinosis and trichomonas. One is a sexually transmitted disease. I think it's trichinosis.
I think you can also get sexual transmitted disease from eating animals too.
Well, if he's a tiger, but other than that, the devil has cloved feet. There you go. So the camel can go how many days without eating?
A week?
Without food or
maybe
water.
Like a month.
Without food and water.
A month.
It's about the uncleanliness also. Yeah. Yep. We are able to cook our food
But back
better.
then it was a little bit harder. Yeah, like just like fish. You're not supposed to eat fish on like Tuesday or something like that.
On Tuesday?
There was a certain thing because of how shipment would come in and how long it took fish to get to certain areas.
Interesting.
So you don't buy or eat fish on certain days because it's going to be spoiled.
Interesting.
But now that we have faster ways of transporting food, we can eat fish any day.
And what's interesting is fish in French is poison, which is spelled like poison.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? And okay, so they go 3 to 4 days without food or water. And I'm not talking like deathly, but
How long can they live without food?
well, just like my grandma, she lived like 32 days without food or water, which blows your mind.
Without water? Was she hooked up to anything?
And she was tiny. She was like a 90-pound lady.
Oh gosh.
Just flung me at this point. Nope, don't give up. Turtle says fish was about taxes on Friday. Taxes on Friday. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's hard for me to read from so far away. Also, these glasses aren't the best. But they have races, and people would make like $4,000 to $10,000 if they win this season. So interesting.
Let's start.
And John, how's it going? And Mysterious is joining us. John Raymond. But yeah, up to 500 pounds on their backs. That's kind of cool. All right. How many, and where does it say it? Average lifespan, 40 to 50 years. This is hard to read up this way. Where am I at? I am in Michigan in my kitchen. We are with Mallory, and she is helping. I shouldn't say helping. She's been wonderful and has repotted the plants for me. So this is just in Michigan in my kitchen. Sorry, it's a mess. We got done eating and my sink kind of backed up, so dishes aren't quite done. The planet, Vawial, Atlantic, Mysterious. You always confuse me. But yeah, I don't know. Would you guys eat camel? I don't know. Do people really eat camel?
Pretty sure they've eaten the heavy camel.
Could I come up with the names of the planets? My very educated mother just served us nachos. So you got, which one? Mars, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Earth. You got to write it down. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. How's that? Like sci-fi planets? No. What is this? I saw something about, what is, it's not Euphoria. They had something about going to some planet. I want to say it means like Euphoria. What is the name? Is there some like new planet out there? What is the word? Did you guys see it on CNN? They've got some spaceship going up and they're saying they think it can sustain life. No, it's not Pluto. Europa. Is it Europa? That might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Europa. What the heck is it about Europa? Is there an actual planet out there? Turtle is saying the moon. The moon Europa? Run says, camel yuck. I saw someone barbecue a whole camel on YouTube. It was gross. Yeah, I don't know. Mimi says, why do people argue? Oh. Is that a serious question? Why do people argue? Because a lot of times they have triggers or dominance or frustration, and deals with like the emotional intelligence, sometimes the emotional intelligence or tolerance that they have. A lot of times it's based on triggers or frustrations, little irritations. So sometimes if you can get to, sometimes people take offense where they take things in a negative sight. So then they try to defend themselves. And when they try to defend themselves, the other party doesn't feel heard. They don't feel validated. And then it becomes a power struggle and nobody is listening to each other anymore. And a lot of it deals with like the brain chemistry. You go into this fight or flight response. Turtle says Europa may have an ocean under the ice. Interesting. Water moon. Ooh. Edward, is that what it means? Water moon? So Mallory, when you see people arguing, is it usually over like legitimate big things, or do you see them arguing more over little misunderstandings?
It's usually people have two different communication styles.
Ooh.
And when somebody brings up their feelings, it depends on how healthy that person is and how their coping mechanisms are. Where if they're not in a healing, healthy part of their life, they're going to take everything as offensive and insulting to them. So they're going to feel threatened and they're going to attack. And then the other person is trying just to explain themselves and not being heard. And another part of trauma is over explaining yourself.
Yes.
So then you end up
or saying I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then, but if you over explain yourself,
Then
like
they think
it'd be
you're
similar
guilty.
to like, you know, you being investigated by like the FBI or something, or cop, you know, and you over explain yourself. They're like, oh, they overplanned this, they overthought this.
Yes.
No, it's just because you're so used to, you know, dealing with a narcissist that you just know how to fire things, remember things, because you need to know these things so that you can, you know, put that narcissist in their place. Yeah. Like, no, that's not true. This is what happened, blah, 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 blah.
And I know, like, I had a kid yell at me today. He's more of a, like a special needs kid. He's not one of mine, but he was overwhelmed. And so his response to me was to like kind of scream at me. And you have to understand sometimes when people are in a certain state. So there are times we can give people grace, but it also, you know, try not to take things personally. But if you're constantly going through certain things like that, that it does start to wear you down. That's why a lot of teachers are run down, that you have to be like a bouncing board. And sometimes you only have so much tolerance. So life can be difficult. Mimi says, I'm literally listening to my dad through the wall. Sometimes it's control issues or frustrations or a fear of failure. So let's say, not that this is what's going on with Mimi, but let's say her dad's frustrated about money. Maybe he feels like he's letting the family down. So he might react to that and get angry. Some people have to have drama. It's weird how the comfort comes from the drama to them, because
what's Mimi's nationality though? Because sometimes fathers, they're the breadwinners, they're the person that's supposed to take care of everything, and they're supposed to be the strong ones, not asking for any help. So they're more likely to act out and have anger issues because. So.
Yeah, sometimes too, that is a good thing. The different ethnicities or cultures, how they were raised, you know, is the father the one who is in charge of the household, like don't talk back. And yeah, so sometimes when they feel like they're losing control, that they try to regain it. So yeah, you're right, Turtle. Some people have to have drama. Some people don't know how to function without it. You know, and a lot of times you hear, I don't like drama, but actually that's what they revert to.
Mm-hmm.
Mimi says, I think I got my anger issues from my dad. You probably could. That can make sense.
It is a taught.
Yeah, because that you see that's how he's acting, and you guys react from each other. So you're like on the same level, because that's what dad's teaching you. You know, so you reply in that same mode. Hi, Edward. Mysterious says, dynamics, demographics, dynamics. That's something too. Yeah. Also, like birth order, all those kind of things. Turtle says it's a big plus, but you can recognize that you have anger issues and work with them. Yeah. Once you start knowing what your triggers are, you can either avoid them or prepare yourself, or kind of ground yourself. Grounding is good. What'd you say?
Isn't he a veteran?
Turtle, are you a veteran? I think so. What services were you in? I asked what service. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. Was this the one that had the hole burned through it?
No, there's another one, but I think there was another one in this.
Looks like something got bit right through.
Because I haven't broke that one up yet, so that's not for me.
Oh. Do you think that was a piercing of the sunlight? Let me see.
Or an animal got to it or something like that, or water got it and burned it.
Yeah, water's known for burning things.
Oh, America's ruined.
That looks so good.
This is a little more crowded than I wanted it to be, but I think it's a lot smaller than what it was, so I think it will be good.
Okay.
And that pot's a little smaller, so I don't want to crowd that.
That looks great. And did you have seedlings for you too?
Yeah, but then I have a lot more left over.
So I want to get the other pot from out.
Front?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this up then.
Okay.
Going out front.
You're my hero. So yes, Turtle was Army, military, police. And Mysterious is asking, Run, are you religious? Are you religious? Run says, yep, I got super technical and break it down. The facts to people after you've been abused by a narcissist. Sociology is interesting, the study of people. Ron says, I've been a social experiment since elementary school. Are you talking about the people that you live with? They also had teachers sometimes. We don't do it now, but they had teachers doing some things. Or Mimi says, when I get angry, sometimes I don't show it. I hide it. So yeah, you're kind of suppressing your emotions, and that can bottle up. So you're avoiding talking through your feelings, and that's out of a fear of either abandonment or fear of causing making waves or upsetting people. So be careful you don't turn into a people pleaser. There are ways that we can talk to people without bitching them out or upsetting them, but when the receiving party isn't healthy, that's when things get really hard. You start walking on eggshells, and there's a certain brain chemistry going on, or reaction that's going on, to where it's not processed. Just like if your house is on fire and I'm like, just sit on the couch and talk to me, and you're like, I got to get out of this house, and it's like, just chill, just talk to me. Your brain is focused on something else, that fight or flight. And I think I please too much, Mimi says. Yeah. And you're already doing that. So be careful too, because it's going to affect your relationships in the future, and could be affecting them now, to where either people might use you, or you might end up with the wrong people because you're pleasing them. You're doing whatever they want, and they're not getting to know the true you, like what you're comfortable with, what you aren't comfortable with. So Turtle says that is so true. Yep. Ron says, I'm Christian spiritual. I hate saying religious. People have an automatic reaction to the word religion. Yep, I'm one of those kids born in 83. Yep, I was born in 70. Mysterious says, spirituality has a powerful effect on a person. It does. You see a lot of people change after they become spiritual. People already used me. LOL. And, I noticed you say LOL. That's kind of like softening what you're saying, but I know that hurts. And we sometimes, as a trauma response, laugh things off. Though, it's good not to go through that anymore, and to actually set some boundaries. And we've been talking about that. Turtle says, God is great. What is one thing you've noticed God's done in your life, Turtle? Mysterious says, I associate the two words as one and the same. A lot of people do. Some people want to separate it. Mimi says, but this is a problem. Mimi says, I'm used to it though, LOL. And we don't want to get used to abuse. We don't want to get used to being abused or used. And, you can wait till you're 45 years old and go, oh, this sucks. Or you can change that now, and you'll be better off changing it now instead of learning some real hard life lessons later on in life. Oh, it looks so good.
I got more, but I got pots at home that I'll put them in.
Okay.
Just because that one pot is not going to be enough.
Okay.
So
and look at all that. Can you show them all the extra?
So this is what we have left over that we still need a pot. So we probably got like 3 pots worth in here.
Okay.
And then we also still have the big black one to do later.
Oh yeah, that's right. But check it out. Look at that. All right. Let me just walk her out. I'll be right back.
Bye, guys.
Potting soil taking?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Got the potting soil.
keys. That's what I want to know. What are my keys? Keys.
The little fluffy keys.
Oh,
Mallory.
yeah. Oh, what were they?
Thank you so much.
What was my phone? Is it? No, it's not my phone. Yeah, that's my phone. Put it in my fingers. Put it in my fingers.
Okay.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Do you need help with the door? Okay. Thanks.
See you later.
I appreciate that so much. That's such a good friend. Thank you. Indigo Seer is what I was. Thanks, guys. Considered and tested for stuff in school. So I've been an experiment for a long time. Don't be like me and be 41, single, no kids, and abused by the cult and by narcissistic people. Learn to heal and evolve. Yes, we just repotted those. Aren't they huge? They were, these are 50 years old. And they're over 3 feet tall. So yeah, and Mallory is a really nice lady. And she cleaned, like she looks so nice in here. But yes, Tony, these are aloe vera plants. They are super thick. You can see the spikes on them. They're actually really sharp. This one, I don't know. This one, somehow, I don't know. Mallory did this for me, but they're just oozing. Let's see. I had this one upside down. We'll see. But look at that. Hold on. It's going to come. I think my grandma always had one for cuts and burns. Yeah, I'm a burn victim. So when I was 5 years old, I'm 54 years old now. So these have been in the family since then. Because they also use like vitamin A capsules, but I was allergic. Hello, Sunshine. Good to have you. Thank you for joining. How's it going, Jaeger? And Ren says, don't be like me. Yeah. That's awesome. Great for sunburns too. Yeah. So this will be really nice. How does this go though? When it breaks off, does the part connected to the plant that just heals and keeps growing? Because I think that'd be nice to be able to use. Can I not care if people leave my life? Yeah, as long as it's not just a defense mechanism, as long as it's a good thing. So thank you, Jaeger. I feel like I'm looking rough today, but I appreciate that. Today is the Tim Day. We got Timothy joining us. A lot of Tims tonight. But I will take that as a compliment. So thank you very much. What have you been up to? It's been a little bit of time since I've seen you. But there you go. I know it's hard to get everything there. I don't know how to get those into the screen. But yeah, Mallory definitely helped with that. And very, very thankful. My day was good though. Tim's rock. See, Turtle is saying that Tim's rock. So yeah, it goes in spurts sometimes. Sometimes I get a lot of Williams and a lot of Jims, and tonight is Tim Day. Tonight is the Tim Day. I wonder if TikTok has anything to do with that. I doubt it. But my day was good. What'd you end up doing? So it is 10:21. So like I said, I wanted you guys to see this. How many names do I know? Zillions. I don't even know how many names I would know. So you seem nice and fit and healthy. I try to exercise and eat right. So I'm 54 years old, 6'1", and yeah, just like to stay active. I do want to go roller skating or ice skating this weekend. We'll see. Jaeger says, I'm thinking about getting plants in my house. Can you recommend any? Oh gosh, I wish I knew. I'm just blessed to have these. I just got them from my parents' house at the beginning of the summer, and they were just so compact and squished that we had to separate them. So we separated them, gave them some room to grow. But no, I'm not the best. When Mallory comes back over, she just left, literally just left a minute ago. She can tell you. She knows, like, she walked my property and she's like, these are succulents, these are this, and she will be able to help you. So next time I'm on with Mallory, she can help. So you're close. Oh my goodness, Tony. They're super handy. Hardy. Yes. I realized that. I did not know that. But this had some rough times, and I was able to bring it back to life and just didn't need a lot of care. I really like being outside too. What time did I start the chat? It's an hour and a half ago. So, Debbie, good to have you here. Here are the repotted aloe vera plants. I got this going on. So I have plants outside, and then I just brought these inside. Tony says, oh, you meant that close in age. Okay. What's your guess from the little tiny picture? It's really hard to tell. I can't guess from the little tiny picture. You have to tell me. But if you close in age, somewhere around 54. So, yeah, I can't see good enough. I can barely see the letters. These aren't, I need, maybe I should switch my glasses. These are not good glasses for me anymore. Mystery says, what is the name of the dinosaur that was considered ancient ancestor? So are you going to talk to me later, Debbie? I don't know how much longer I'll be on. Mr. Prehistoric species. There's a lot of them. There's over 1,000 types of dinosaurs. So you just turned 50. Happy birthday. Will my lake freeze over? Not sure. I know a good portion of it, if not all of it. I have a 96-acre lake. It's a 96-acre lake, and it goes like 40 feet deep, I think. So, yeah, there's like 1,000 dinosaurs. So I'm not exactly sure how to answer that. The ancient ancestor, you got your whole bunch of them. But I think the lake will freeze enough for me to go ice skating. So that'll be good. But what do you guys think about those plants? Mysterious, how is personality measure in dinosaur? How is personality measure in dinosaur? I'm not sure what that means. Are you talking about the predatory? Ron says, I've taken tests for narcissistic and schizophrenic, and I am not. But definitely crooked therapists have tried to label me. Government hands can reach far if they don't like someone. This is the thing, is I believe, it's my understanding that you have to diagnose someone to get, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't researched it, but I've seen it, that you have to have a diagnosis to get reimbursed by insurance. So if you're just going there to chit chat, they have to diagnose you with something to get the insurance money. And how accurate is that? When you walk in and they're like, oh, borderline, oh, narcissist. It kind of worries me that, before you're even evaluated, really, that you have to have a diagnosis to find out what your diagnosis is. So how accurate are the records, though? To get disability. Yeah, there are people that have disability for anxiety, schizophrenia. So Mimi, do you like ice skating? I love ice skating. Love it. Mysterious says, how is personality is measured in the dinosaur? The dinosaurs have like walnut-sized brain up to like a banana size. For how large they are, their brains are not that big. Some are the size of like a peanut, which isn't fully right either. That you say, yeah, PTSD was what they put, and delusion. What did they see was delusional with you? You're right. I asked the question again. So what grief? What grief about dinosaurs? Mimi says, no, I don't even know how to ice skate. They have those little rails that can kind of help you. So that may be something to think about. Pumpkin King, perfect for October. So Mysterious is asking, what are your symptoms to run? They didn't, they went by what some physical doctor said. They just put whatever. That's the thing too, where sometimes there's preconceived notions about what you have just because of doctors talking back and forth, to where there could be some bias. Bias can happen. So it says, great job. We've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. And Debbie, are you still here? So luckily, Facebook people have commented a little bit. So the secret society, crooked doctors, you have the right to self-diagnose. You do, but are we always correct? So they're not keen on whistleblowers. I'll believe that. So I just wanted to check in with you guys, have you see our little aloe vera repotting, and I am going to go ahead and log off. We did an hour and a half. Becky is here. I can't log off right when Becky joins. How's it going, Becky? We just repotted. You've probably, here you go. See those aloe vera plants? Those are 50 years old. Those are at my parents' house in Southfield. And my friend Mallory just came over, took a bunch, but these are just they are super prickly. And so, no, don't leave. I have to. I kind of slept through my alarm today. I'm doing good, doing good. Had some friends over. I made Marry Me chicken tonight, and we repotted the aloe vera plants. And yeah, it was just a good day. I did take a nap. We talked about the dreams, the dream cycle. I've been having a lot of dreams. That's how I know I'm kind of worn down. So you remember my parents' house? These were in my parents' house. So you have probably seen these because they're 50 years old. And yeah, I know you've seen these. These are in the family room. So I know. I still remember your parents' house too. I remember your parents' house, and a lot of good memories, a lot of good memories. So Mysterious says, please put recipes in the comment section. Yeah, you probably did. You probably did. But okay, so the recipe today, it's an easy one. Oh boy. So yeah, the Marry Me chicken, it was like like 3/4 cup heavy whipping cream, and like equal parts, 3/4 cup of chicken broth, and then 2 tablespoons of garlic. And then I added cut up mushrooms, a container of sliced mushrooms that you saute down. So I sauteed the mushrooms, and then I added in the garlic, the chopped minced garlic, and then I had some pre-cooked chicken. Remember how we did those 9 chickens that we took apart, the rotisserie chicken? So I added that into there, and a little bit of salt and pepper and sun-dried tomatoes, and you just kind of boil it down and simmer it, and it was really good. And then I added noodles, and no, Mamie, don't be sad. Don't be sad. So have you guys ever tried Marry Me chicken? It was pretty good. But I'm not, I used the sun-dried tomatoes in it, so the flavor was good. I don't like tomatoes, but it did add a good flavor, and I just didn't eat the chunks of tomato. But my friend, she really likes those, so she enjoyed those. But yes, I cooked it. And then transparency has what benefits? Transparency gets you the authentic people in your life. So there's going to be people who are going to walk away. Also, there's times you can be, I don't know, transparency gets difficult because you don't want to be overly vulnerable. It's a balance, and that's where learning how to communicate things too, how not to be a victim, how to have the boundaries in place, but that lets somebody know, who you really are. So if you're transparent, it's like people can see through you. They can see the real you. So if you're not into premarital sex, to tell people that and stick to your boundaries. Sometimes people are transparent, but they don't stick to the boundaries, and that's when they get taken advantage of. So you're kind of setting yourself up for failure or abuse or use when you tell them what you're vulnerable with. And the strength comes from the boundaries. So, but Becky, it's so good to see you. Thank you for joining. I'm actually going to log off so I can get a couple things done before I go to bed. But Ron says it's bad when they lie about transparency because then you don't know what you're really dealing with. Mimi says, I want to be 16 forever, but each year is a really cool journey through life. There's going to be, some years better than others, but you always look forward to the better years of your life and things that we can do to make it as good as possible. And I know, Mimi, going back to 16, but then, I think about it. If I was 16, I wouldn't have my daughter. I wouldn't have my grandchildren. Becky says, have a good night. Just popped in before I sleep. Sleep well. And we still need, what is I can't remember the date offhand, the 27th, right, Becky? I'm going to somehow catch up with you and lunch or dinner. It's probably dinner that we're going to do on the 27th. So Becky, I'm looking forward to seeing you. And that's not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I get to see my friend I haven't seen in 30 years or something. Yeah, something like that. So thanks. Lots of love to you guys. And yeah, we will. All right. See ya. Have a good night. Now I got to log off. That's the hard part. Ron says if you wanted the truth from them, it would embarrass them. Sometimes it will. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow night. So yes,